I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on
Cool. And now Chris Hansen joins us with another hidden camera investigation.
Thanks, Ann. It's our very latest To Catch a Predator. Tonight we head south to Kentucky, where things quickly went south for the parade of men who showed up at our undercover house thinking they'd meet a young girl home alone. We've conducted 12 investigations now, but this time we were bowled over by what we'd seen in the quiet town of Bowling Green.
Coming back, Casey. He's trying to make sure he can see you.
In a few minutes, our next potential predator will probably be thinking he too should have stayed away.
Okay, his name is Lorne, L-O-R, and you're Kayla. He should have condoms, pizza, bracelet, and a can.
Hey, I'm glad you could come. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Turns out today's his birthday. He's 37-year-old Lorne Armstrong, a construction worker. He's been chatting with a girl posing as a 13-year-old for more than a month. It's one of the longest chat logs we've ever seen. 407 pages. Using the screen name Lorne A20014, he tells her how to masturbate and then asks her if she wants to see him naked. She agrees, and he turns on his webcam. He wants her to look at his penis.
Would you like to see it up close so you can get a better look at it?
Oh my gosh. I guess, if you want to show me.
After chatting with the decoy, posing as a 13-year-old for just 6 days, he expresses his deep love for her.
I wish I could marry you right now, because I would do it. That's how special you are to me, and that's how much I love you.
But he clearly knows what he's doing is wrong, telling her to delete all evidence of their chat log.
Okay, delete your archives and remember, Mrs. Kayla Marie Armstrong, I love you more than anything.
He was so excited to be here, and he came walking in very proud, very excited. It's a massager chair. It vibrates when you press the buttons.
Look, oh my God. I thought you had blonde hair.
Do you like it? I dyed it by myself.
I think it's pretty.
Thank you.
It's very pretty.
Well, weren't you going to bring me something?
Well, yes, I was. And I did.
Did you bring condoms?
Yes, I did.
Where are they?
Out in the truck.
Well, what good are they going to do in the truck if we're in here?
Well, yell at me, why don't you? I haven't had a kiss yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then what did you want to do?
Well, I want a kiss first.
And then what?
Can I have a kiss first?
Well, let's talk first. We just got here.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
A little bit, not as bad as what you thought you would be. I like seeing you in person.
Yeah, I like seeing you too.
Good.
Seem pretty comfortable there.
Hi, sir.
How are you?
All right, how are you doing?
What's happening?
Not too much.
Not too much. So what are you up to tonight?
Not a whole lot.
Well, I tell you, for the last several days, you've been up to a lot. You're a pretty prolific chatter there. You want to explain yourself?
Not really. I never really was going to do anything.
You weren't really going to do anything.
No.
So you brought condoms. What else did you bring?
I brought her a bracelet.
And she is how old?
She's supposed to be 13.
And how old are you?
37.
Now, besides all this chat here, and we'll go through that in a minute, you also sent a whole bunch of pictures. Now, why would you think that's appropriate?
It's not.
It's not. You tell her to delete her archives.
I didn't want her to get in trouble by her parents.
You talk about getting married to her. Getting married. She's 13.
So that meant when she was 18.
You were going to marry her when she turned 18. What do you think ought to happen to you?
I think I should go to counseling to get off the internet. I got to do something that I can't do that. Oh my God.
Well, there's something I got to tell you. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on
Oh.
Now, you're free to walk out of this house right now. But if there's anything else you want to say, now would be the time to say it.
He has nothing further to say and tries to make a quick exit, apparently not knowing what's in store for him outside.
Sheriff's office, down! Get down!
On the ground!
Hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
He's taken to the local police station where his car is searched.
Well, in Mr. Armstrong's truck, we found some condoms, a variety pack, plus some jewelry.
And later, he's interviewed by law enforcement.
I believe you transmitted quite a few photographs.
I'd like it returning.
All right.
Hey,
Come.
girl.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How was your drive?
Terrible.
Really? How come?
Oh, actually, it was all right.
Oh. Well, look, we got these new chairs. You have to sit down.
I have to sit down?
Yeah, look. It's a massager
Oh my
chair.
God,
It
look at
vibrates
that.
when you press the buttons.
Look, oh my God.
Yeah, flip the switches.
Which one is it?
You can use either one of them. It tells you there's one for your butt, there's one for your lower back, and there's one for your upper back.
I just felt my butt. I think.
You can pretty much tell the difference when you press the
Holy, yep, that's my
That
butt.
feels so good, right?
I thought you had blonde hair.
Do you like it? I dyed it by myself.
I think it's pretty.
Thank you.
It's very pretty.
Where's
Oh
the
my
pizza?
God.
I was waiting to eat because I thought you were bringing some.
I don't want to bring you any pizza.
Well, weren't you gonna bring me something?
Well, yes, I was. And I did.
Did you bring any condoms?
Yes, I did.
Where are they?
Out in the truck.
Well, what good are they gonna do in the truck if we're in here?
Well, yell at me, why don't you? I haven't had a kiss yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then what did you want to do?
Well, I want a kiss first.
And then what?
Can I have a kiss first?
Well, let's talk first. We just got
Okay.
here.
Would you like me to go out in the truck and get my stuff?
No, it's all right.
No? You know what I want you thinking right now? Present I gave you?
Well, what is it?
Well, I can't tell you. That wouldn't be much of a present if I told you.
Well, you can go get it in a little bit or something, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
A little bit, not as bad as what you thought you would be?
Not as bad, but I still am kind of nervous. I'd rather like talk a little bit first and then like so I'm more comfortable, you know?
That's like cool.
Good. I'm really glad.
I like seeing you in person.
Yeah, I like seeing you too.
Good.
So
This is getting hot. How come?
Oh, because press the red button. It's a heater too.
You gonna have a seat too?
I like to sit on the edge of chairs.
Do you?
Yeah.
Pretty comfortable there.
Hi, sir.
How are you?
All right, how are you doing?
What's happening?
Not too much?
Not too much? You a Boston fan?
Yeah, actually, I don't even watch baseball.
Oh, but it's a Boston cap.
It's a Boston Cap, yeah.
Yeah. So what are you up to tonight?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot?
No.
Well, I tell you, for the last several days, you've been up to a lot. You're a pretty prolific chatter there. You want to explain yourself?
Not really. I never really was gonna do anything.
You weren't really going to do anything.
No.
So you brought condoms. What else did you bring?
I brought her a bracelet.
A bracelet. And she is how old?
She's supposed to be 13.
Supposed to be 13. And how old are you?
37
37. You have kids?
today. No, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I've got nieces though.
Nieces.
That I think the world of.
Yeah, you talk about your nieces in the chat here. And you talk about how you like to spoil the nieces and how you would like to spoil this 13-year-old girl like you spoil your nieces.
Yeah.
Is this the way you spoil young women?
No.
Now, what's your name?
This is what I was afraid of.
What were you afraid of?
Stupid move.
What were you afraid of?
Just because she was a nice girl and
She was a nice girl. You still haven't told me your name, though.
it's Lauren
Lauren what?
Armstrong
Armstrong. And where do you live, Lauren?
in Nashville now.
Nashville. What do you do in Nashville?
Actually, I work at a construction company.
And what do you build?
I just started there last week. I'm building a gym for a church.
A gym for a church. Is that a good job?
Yeah.
Now, besides all this chat here, and we'll go through that in a minute, you also sent a whole bunch of pictures. Now, why would you think that's appropriate?
It's not.
It's not. Those are all your pictures, right? Is that all you do in your spare time?
No.
You ever get in trouble like this before?
No, I've never done this before.
You've never done it before. Have you ever met anybody in person who you first met online in a chat room?
No.
This is the first time. So
Yeah.
what made you, all of a sudden, for the first time, get online, chat up a 13-year-old girl, and drive up from Nashville to meet her for sex?
No, I didn't.
Lauren, you send her naked photos, you have an explicit conversation, and you bring condoms. What does that add up to?
I know.
At first, you seem like the Good Samaritan, the protector. Don't tell me your last name. Don't ever tell anyone from the internet your last name, okay? Okay, why? Because there are some real weirdos on here sometimes, and they might try to go looking for you. So don't ever tell them your last name, your address, your phone number, the town you live in, or the school you go to. You're one of those weirdos. I mean, was that some kind of a ruse to gain her trust?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. So how did it go from, hey, be careful, don't give anybody your last name, to, hi, here's some naked pictures of myself and I'm coming over with condoms?
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, you must know something. I mean, help me to understand this.
I don't know
What do you
why.
mean you don't know?
I even did.
You don't know why you did it. Well, I think I know why you did it. You did it because you wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
No, I don't think that.
No, what?
I don't think that was it.
You don't think it was it? Well, why don't you help me out? Why don't you tell me what it was then?
Because I wasted 5 years of my life on the internet talking to girls that gained my trust, and she seemed like somebody I could trust.
You could trust. So when you say you spent 5 years on the internet, what, getting taken advantage of by women? In what way?
In every way.
For instance?
I was up in Washington State. That's when I started going on the internet.
When you lived in Washington State? You started going on the internet, and what happened?
I met a girl, and she said her name was Amanda James, and she told me that her daughter was her niece, and that she was watching her niece. Well, she was actually had custody of her niece.
And then?
3 years later, I moved back to Maine just to be close to her because she lived in Pennsylvania, and I didn't date anyone. I didn't see anyone because of her.
All right. So what happened?
I got back to Maine, and I was talking to her on the phone, and she, my sister wanted to say hi to her, and my sister had been on the internet for a couple of years, and she was able to read people pretty good.
And what happened?
And she got on the phone with her, and she, after she got off the phone, she was only on the phone with her for about 2 minutes, and she got off the phone with her and told me that she wasn't real.
She wasn't real.
She told me she was lying to me, and she'd been lying to me all along.
Did you ever meet this woman? Did you send her money?
I sent her money. I sent her all kinds of Dale Earnhardt things.
Dale Earnhardt things.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. things. She was Dale.
The race car driver.
Yeah.
And so because you got taken advantage by a couple of women on the internet, you thought it was okay to take advantage of a 13-year-old girl on the internet?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
I'm very happy that you talked to me before talking to anyone else, though. This way, you'll be safe.
That's what I meant, too, and I don't know how...
You don't know how what?
I don't know how it lead to this.
Well, here, let me take you down the road. This is how it went. You started with this, and then it goes to... So this is as thick as a telephone book, by the way, this chat. You started chatting with her when? Last month? So you've been chatting with this young woman for a month. And so it starts with you being the protective older brother type. And we flip through dozens and dozens of pages here. And ultimately, it builds into a very sexually explicit conversation. Right? I wish I were sticking it in you right now. You tell her to delete her archives after we stop talking again, okay? Why did you want her to delete her archives? Help me out.
I
didn't want to get in trouble.
I didn't want her to get in trouble by her parents.
I mean, this goes on and on and on. Do you think naughty thoughts about me before you go to sleep? You talk about getting married to her. Getting married, she's 13. Huh?
I meant when she was 18.
Whoa. What do you mean she was 18?
So I meant when she was 18.
Oh, you were going to marry her when she turned 18. But you're just going to have sex with her from the ages of 13 to 18 then. Are you excited about me or my penis? Did you bring anything else with you tonight?
Like what?
Like anything?
No.
Food, alcohol?
No.
So just the bracelet and the condoms? Nothing else? What do you think ought to happen to you? Oh, here's a good one. Is Miss Vagina thinking about Mr. Penis? What is she thinking? What's up with that? What do you think ought to happen to you? Help me out.
I think I should go to counseling to get off the internet.
You should go to counseling and get off the internet. Did you ever say to yourself, hey man, I got a problem here?
No, because I never thought I did.
You never thought you did. Does this incident make you think that perhaps you have a problem? What are you going to do about it?
I got to do some things I can't do that. Like, go on.
Well, do you ever watch television much? You ever watch a program called Dateline NBC? Well, there's something I got to tell you. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on Evidence. Now, you're free to walk out of this house right now. But if there's anything else you want to say, now would be the time to say it.
Sheriff's office, down! Get down!
On the ground!
Hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on